Alright, welcome. Today we're talking about articles, not newspaper articles, English articles, articles in the English language. What are they and how do you use them? And we're going to find out after you press the subscribe button. Let's get started. So, what are these then, these articles? So articles help us to define something. They help us to be specific as to what we're talking about, whether it's a thing or a person or people. It helps us to clarify in what context the noun is. And there's two main groups of these. There's the indefinite article. Indefinite, think like we don't know, it's undefined, we don't know something. And there's the definite article, which is when you know what the thing is you're talking about, or how many it is, the defined amount or person, or the defined in this case. Indefinite and definite. And we're going to talk about more of those right now. So let's look at the indefinite article in much greater detail. So we understand it means undefined, not clear, not specific on which one. So we're talking in general. in generalities and general sweeping statements. So I work in a library, but which one? Which library? Where? What kind? You work in a library doing what? A librarian or what? You tell me. I have written a book. Which book? Where? When? Why? What's it called? Just where is this? Where is this book? You tell me. I work in an, because it's office. I work in an office. A-E-I-O-U, a vowel. An office. Which one? Where? Why? Since when? With who? Doing what? More questions than answers, really. So indefinite. It's undefined. I work in a library. Which one? Where? Which library? For how long? There's more questions than answers. So it's undefined, talking in general, talking too general for it to be very specific and very much more, you need to be more detail if you want to articulate your thoughts in greater quality, in greater detail. So let's look at the indefinite article. Well, of course, what I meant is, let's look at the definite article. So the definite article is like being defined, being known, the specific, being specific. And what we're talking about is using the word the in our language. Oh, the pen is almost out. Oh wow, ironic. Oh, it's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. So we could use it, for example, we saw the cat, the animal. We saw the road. We saw the horse running across over there. By using the, we're being very specific with the audience as to what we're talking about. I saw a horse. I saw a horse. Okay, what horse? Which one? Where? There's more questions than answers, as I said. But I saw the horse. Which one? Well, I saw this one over here. It was over there. So there it is. There it is. The horse is there. The horse is there. Yeah. We talked about the plan. We talked about the pen. We talked about the whiteboard. We talked about the road. We talked about the building. The most. So we can use it in superlatives. This is the most beautiful building in the world. This is the biggest city in the country. This is the best whiteboard in the room. I am the most loudest person in the room. I'm the only one here, so of course I'm the loudest. Makes sense. We are going to the, let's use it with titles, unique places. We're going to the Eiffel Tower. We are going to see the River Thames. We're going to see, you could argue, we're going to see the Stonehenge perhaps, but we're going to the castle. We're going to the castle. There's only one of those things. We're going to the castle. We're going to go to the mansion. We're going to go to the zoo. There's only one of those places, yeah. So it's also used with titles and names. The king, the queen. The king is here. The queen had declared war. The Pope has arrived. The president is over there. The prime minister is over here. The baron. Ooh, this is a funny one. The baron. The baron is right there. The duke is here. Let's think. The baron. Let's think. The baron built a bomb. The baron built the bomb. Yeah. The king captured. I don't know. Captured something. The queen caught. I don't know. Caught something. The queen caught. Conquers? I don't know. The Duke demolished the dam. Yeah, whatever the hell. The Duke, the king did all sorts. But the point is, by using definite and the, we can be quite specific in what we're talking about, and we can articulate the thought in much greater detail as opposed to saying a king, a pope, a castle. I'm going to see a castle. A castle. Where's the castle? Which one? I'm going to see the castle. That one. I'm going to that one over there. The king is doing this. A king is doing this. Oh, which king? Which king? So that's the definite article. We're being much more specific in what we're talking about. And that's quite important in English. Otherwise, you can't communicate as easily, can you? But we also have with A as well. A as indefinite. Yeah. Let's keep going. Let's talk a little bit more about the indefinite article now. Let's go back a bit, maybe. But let's talk about the indefinite article in a little bit more detail. So we use a and an depending on the word. Office, an office, a house, a. So there is a something. This is a hat. This is a hat. These are hats. There is a hat, there is a cat, there is a mat, there is a bat. I can keep going rhyming like that. But there are some. So suddenly we've got the plural. There are some cats. There are some hats. There are some mats. We don't know how many, don't know which ones. Not much detail, but we know there are some things. There is a pen. Here is a suspender. No, the detail, just here's a suspender. You could say, here is the red suspender, because there's only one of them. Here's a suspender, but, how many have we got? It's a suspender. Where's the other ones? Are the other ones? We don't know. What kind of suspender is it? Here's a red suspender. Oh, a bit more detail now. Here is the red suspender. There's only one. There are some pens. There are some pens over there. You don't know what kind. You don't know what colour. You don't know what for. You don't know what else. Apart from there are pens over there. Very undefined, isn't it? Again, more questions than answers. What kind of pens? Here is a blue pen. Here is a blue marker pen. Here is the pen I need. This is a pen I need. Oh, this is a pen I use to write with. But this is the pen I'm going to write with. The pen I'm going to write with. How cool is that? Blues are really running out. Okay, yeah. Let's keep going. But let's expand upon that a little bit and talk about any. So, again, the indefinite article. Any. Not knowing how many there is of anything. So, are there any hats? Are there any cats? Is there any way out of here? Is there any way out of here? Are there any cats? Are there any heroes? Are there any pens? Are there any cars? Is there any ink left in the pen? But let's invert it. There isn't any. There isn't any hats. There isn't any answers. There isn't anyone here. Just anyone, like just anyone, any amount. There isn't any water left. There isn't any petrol in the tank or gas in the tank or kerosene really. But if you're using kerosene, then why are you watching the video? But you tell me. Comment below. Are there any answers to the test? Are there any students in the classroom? It's just we don't know. Again, we're being undefined, unclear. We don't know. Are there any? I don't know, I don't know. Again, more questions than you know the rest. There isn't any battery left on the phone. There isn't any fuel in the ship. There isn't any jet engine in the jet. There isn't anyone here for the pot. There isn't anyone here for the party. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. How bad is that? So any indefinite article, not knowing how many there is of anything. Just, is there a one? Is there a two? We don't know. Let's ask around. Is there anyone here to ask? We don't know. We have to ask. We don't know. But let's keep going. So let's look at the again, the definite article. Again, it's talking about being specific, honing in on what you're precisely talking about. But this time, let's follow it with a preposition where things are to be even more specific. So let's say, for example, the paintings on the wall are beautiful. The carpet on the floor is nice. The flower under the tree, the flowers under the tree are beautiful. They're fresh. The scarecrow, the bird, on the roof or in the tree are loud. Oh, the birds are loud. Oh. The cat I saw earlier was adorable. The rhino in the desert, the rhino in the Sahara, I don't know, the rhino on the hill, the rhino on the hill is running really fast. Get out the way. Not get out a way, get out the way. Whoa. Let's think. What else can you think of? What can you think of? The something, preposition, something else. The plants on the vine, or the grapes on the vine are growing nicely in summer. What do you think? What do you think? Comment below. Comment below. But let's look at one more thing with the definite article. We can use adjectives to be more precise about who we're talking about. So the rich people in this case. Rich people, poor people, smart people, not necessarily people of anything, but let's stick with that, the adjective rich. So rich people, the rich people have bought all the yachts. Almost all the yachts are owned by the rich people. The rich people spend the most amount of money. Almost all the money is spent by rich people. Poor people, let's think, what do poor people do? Poor people, I don't know. Poor people do what they can. Poor people survive. Poor people do what they must. The middle class own the minority of homes in the UK. Almost everyone in the UK is middle class. Almost no one in the Cotswolds is poor. Almost everyone in the Cotswolds is rich, or is a rich person. Now let's think, what other adjectives can you think about? Smart. So the smart people will get the higher grade. Okay. The smart people might wear glasses maybe. Or the fashionable people all wear braces. How cool is that? The new fashionable people wear braces, yeah. The braces are worn by the fashionable people. Almost, or most, or nearly all the braces are worn by fashionable people. Yeah. Bearded people, bearded people look handsome. Thank you very much for noticing. Almost all the beards are amazing. I'm glad you agree. So we can use adjectives to be even more precise as to who we're or what we're talking about. Let's think. Yellow cars are all bright. Yellow cars. We all know what we're talking about. Yellow car, or that specific the yellow car, or the white car. Even right there, the white car out the window is big. The small cars are faster. Not necessarily, but the small cars have better handling. Oh, don't know. But red suspenders look awesome, don't they? Awesome, yeah. Awesome. So, that is articles. How cool is that? So, if you feel you learned something, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel below, because there's way more videos to come. Seriously, the first 100 videos or so, I need to just get them all out there and just get into the habit, get the data, get the watch time, stuff like that. Publish it all out there and get it all out there. Subscribe, there's way more to come. Slowly getting into the habit of doing videos. I've got 2 more to do after this. Subscribe, more to come. And keep learning English. Keep going. And I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.